Quick hitter number 2, WNBA Player of the Week. There have only been 40 triple-doubles in the history of the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 100 three-point shot this season, becoming just the 6th woman to do so and first in her rookie season.
Everyone is wondering how long Caitlin Clark's record-breaking streak will last, and the answer is that it won't be ending anytime soon. Clark has made history twice by becoming the first rookie in WOMA history to have a triple-double. Yes, twice. Ever since she turned pro, everyone has been watching her, and despite many attempts to take it away from her, she has continuously maintained her position in the spotlight. At this point, Clark is more than just a basketball player. She is now a record breaker and one of the most fiercely talented and inspirational people to have ever set foot on a basketball court.
I mean, Caitlin Clark is in the MVP conversation now. Triple doubles, a fever in the playoffs, right?
As usual, some people are offended by Clark's success, and her detractors, the majority of whom are now well known, are becoming enraged once more. Everyone is envious of Clark since she is rising to the top and her name is being discussed for them as a VIP, and none of this is good for her rivals.
There were going to be certain entities that were going to take some collateral damage / shrapnel, all right, from Caitlin Clark's continued excelling performance. The haters are racking up L's everywhere. Let's just be real.
The Chicago Sky, in particular Angel Reese, have been among Clark's most prominent critics. She has repeatedly voiced her distaste for Caitlin, and since they have lost 7 straight games, things aren't going their way. Nevertheless, her distaste for Kate hasn't subsided, and the only explanation for this is that the entire Chicago Sky team is envious of Clark's ascent to the top.
The Chicago Sky is, well, they're crashing and burning to the ground. And, which is kind of ironic when you consider their name is the Sky, but they're crashing and burning to the ground, all while trying to force feed this narrative that they got this all-time superstar, and they put this post up. Quote, "Do you know what's cooler than 24 double-doubles?" What? 25. Okay? They posted this. Now, mind you, they posted this just a few short hours before the triple-double by Caitlin Clark.
The irony is that the Chicago Sky posted this status on X right before Caitlin Clark made her second triple-double. The tweet read, "You know what's cooler than 24 double-doubles? What, 25? They have been making a lot of effort to stay relevant by trash-talking Caitlin Clark and giving the ONB fans the impression that the team is still on the rise. But the harsh but obvious truth is that they are currently completely destroyed and their performance has been at best." The post was obviously intended to commend Angel Reese for her incredible accomplishment of making 25 double-doubles this season. Although this is a remarkable record to have, we all know that 2 triple-doubles are simply better, and since Clark set that record, which is one of the hardest feats to accomplish, the Chicago Sky is down, and you can only imagine how Angel Reese must be feeling right now. She has always lagged behind Caitlin Clark, and this new record has only increased the pressure on her to catch up to Clark's level. After discussing Clark's most recent triple-double for some time, I believe it's time to finally witness her incredible performance against the Los Angeles Sparks a few days ago.
And it sets up her ability to drive. She is a hard check, tough to keep in front.
Clark, step back, hits a 3. Clark with the hesitation. Clark gets inside and lays it in.
Most triples for LA. That's her 41st.
Clark stepping back on the baseline, knocking it down from the mid-range.
That's a beautiful mid-range step back. And
Clark with 9 points, 7 assists here so far. Clark crossing over and dropping a 3. Oh, and it's Clark with a steal. Clark off to the races. Sims giving chase. She won't get there. Clark being watched by Nurse. Clark on the drive. Clark hangs and banks it home.
3 triples.
Clark trying to answer. You bet. Clark, step back, hits a three.
5 triples. Caitlin, go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
And Mitchell knocked.
With such performances that break records, basketball is being redefined for future generations by Caitlin Clark. She has unrivaled speed and attitude on the court, and when she takes the ball, it seems like she's playing alone because no one dares approach her.
Caitlin, how aware are you at the end of a game, something like that? Obviously, you're not trying to manipulate the game, but obviously people knew the last rebound is triple-double.
I mean, it's right next to the scoreboard, so I think everybody's pretty aware of what's happening. I mean, honestly, somebody had to get the rebound, and I was actually the closest one to the ball, so yeah.
Aaliyah, for you,
Against the Los Angeles Sparks, this game was very great, with 24 points, 10 assists, and 10 incredible rebounds. Clark dominated the court as usual, demonstrating that she is not a one-hit wonder or a fortunate player, but rather that she has worked hard to hone her incredible skills and uses them to maximize her performance in every game. The most absurd aspect is that Clark's second triple-double has placed her on a list that excludes 99.63% of Bonba players. These figures alone demonstrate how skilled Caitlin Clark is at her craft and the reason she has as many detractors as admirers. Other players find it difficult to accept that a rookie who recently joined the NBA is dominating the sport far better than they ever could, and their resentment manifests itself as jealousy. In contrast, Caitlin Clark has always completely ignored her haters and concentrated on her game because she feels that her job is to play basketball and that if she gets involved in politics, she would lose focus, which is something she simply cannot afford her coach. In the press conference following the game against the LA Sparks, Christie's side supported this as well, stating that Caitlin is fully focused on understanding the game, getting to know her teammates, and helping her team win.
She really doesn't care about those things. She just wants to keep getting better, help her team get better, and us just keep moving forward to be the best team that we can be. But she's growing and she's steady, and she's learning this game, and she's learning her teammates, and that's why we just have some really good things that keep happening, because they're learning each other, and if one is...
This is a talent that only a small percentage of players possess because, as we all know, many players either engage in pointless altercations on the court or utilize podcasts and interviews to vent their annoyance at more accomplished players like Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. It's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
The difference between Clark and the other Amba players is that she respects her teammates more than they respect her, and you can see this by comparing this to her interviews. She doesn't care about fame being recognized or awarded. All that matters to her is winning basketball games.
Exact answer. So for us, everybody can write that, but our focus is on winning basketball games. It's simple as that. It's winning basketball games, and that was the same story for us when we were in college. If you're playing basketball to win individual awards, no matter what level you're at, you're doing it wrong, and that's not fun, and that's not being a good teammate.
As we all know, Clark's detractors have repeatedly been silenced by her performances, and now that she is stacking up WIS in the coolest and most composed way, she is becoming beyond impressive. However, one critic has had to retract her statement that Caitlin Clark would face a massive reality check when she enters the Mambo world. Looking back, it is evident that T's words were demotivating, but Clark has truly shocked everyone with her performances in the Amba season, and now that her name is being discussed in the V discussion, Torres's remarks have become Aggie, and Clark's supporters are using all of those remarks against her as they stand at the moment. Not only is Caitlin Clark creating history, but she is also completely changing the definition of women's basketball. People are already referring to her as the Steph Curry of the NBA, which is a huge compliment, especially when you are just a rookie. However, as we all know, Caitlin Clark is playing far better than the seasoned professionals already, and nothing is stopping her from becoming the best ONA player the world has ever seen. Let's see how long she can continue to maintain her winning streak and records. As far as I can tell, This streak won't be ending anytime soon, as she has been on fire since the season began. What do you think? She'll continue to dominate every game she plays, or will she suffer any significant losses soon? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.